Mrs. M here. Let's talk about the different types of voices we use in music class. Depending on how old you were when we had music together, we either talked about there being 4 kinds of voices or 5 kinds of voices. Today we're going to focus on the 4 kinds of voices. Do you remember what those 4 types of voices were? I'm going to show you pictures to give you clues. You ready? Here's your first picture. This is my speaking voice. Can you say that with me? Ready? Let's say it together. This is my speaking voice. She's using her speaking voice because she's talking on the phone. We also call it a talking voice sometimes too. All right, let's look at the next voice. You remember this one. This is my singing voice. Let's sing that together. Ready? This is my singing voice. The students in this picture, you can tell they're singing in a choir. All right, the third type of voice. Let's do it. Ready? Make sure no one's sleeping in your house before you do it, though. This is my shouting voice. All right, and then let's look at the last voice. This is my whisper voice. You remember all 4 voices, right? Now, 2 of those voices we said we don't use very much in music. Do you remember which ones they were? Right, shouting and whisper. We don't use those voices very much in music class, but the other 2 voices we use a lot, right? Your speaking voice or your talking voice. And the other one? Your singing voice. Absolutely. Okay, now I'm going to see if I can trick you. I have with me today my mask that I use for going outside during coronavirus. My good friend Dr. Lundgren made this with her sewing machine, and this mask is perfect for a music teacher. Can you see why? Do you see all the musical instruments on there? I see a guitar, and I see a saxophone, and a piano, and a violin. It's awesome. All right, so with my mask, I'm going to put it on. Wow, can you see my mouth at all? Good. I'm going to try to trick you now. Now that you can't see my mouth, can you tell which type of voice I'm using? I'm going to say, my name is Mrs. M. But every time I say it, I'm going to use a different voice. You ready? Okay, here's the first one. My name is Mrs. M. Which kind of voice was that? Singing? You got it. That was my singing voice. Okay, let me try a different voice now. Could you hear that? It was hard to hear because I was using my whisper voice. Okay? All right, which kind of voice is this? My name is Mrs. M. That was my shouting voice. Okay, and then what kind of voice is this? My name is Mrs. M. That was my speaking voice. How did you do? Thanks for reviewing your voices with me. And remember, if you see people wearing these masks, it's not meant to be scary. It may look a little silly, but it's just something that they're doing to keep you safe.